we're live.
Why, hello and welcome everyone to another episode of Cinema Smokography. I'm your friendly neighborhood ecologist, and join me with me always,
Producer man Isaac, what's going on, everybody?
and you know what we got to do? You got to come with me, and you'll be. Oh wait, hold on, wrong Timothy Chalamet movie.
That is the wrong movie. Or how does Adam Sandler say his name?
I don't know how.
Chalamet.
Chalamet, yeah, that's right. We're talking about Timothy Chalamet's newest movie. It took 6 years in the making, right? Something like that.
Yes.
A long time.
Yeah, I think he spent like 6 years learning how to play ping pong and a bunch of other stuff.
Dude, that's actually kind of crazy. Oh, we're talking about Marty Supreme, guys. Did we not mention that?
Yes, Marty Supreme.
Sorry, it's been a while since we've done this.
It's actually a first for one of the brothers to do a separate movie on his own because they're usually do movies together.
They do it together, yeah. The Safdie brothers.
So the Safdie brothers are doing separate projects now. But as we saw, Benny Safdie did the Smashing Machine not too long ago. And now the other brother is doing this movie.
Yeah, and you can really feel it's in an adrenaline-filled movie. I think
It's actually funny that you mentioned that though, because you could totally tell their distinctive differences in how they direct movies. Like Josh Safdie, Josh Safdie, like
no.
You can tell, like let's use Uncut Gems as an example. Uncut Gems, like the high stakes, high reward adrenaline rush that you get, like you would get, like in Marty Supreme, you could tell that's him. But when you get that emotional shit, you could tell that's Benny Safdie.
Oh, 100%. This movie is it's a lot.
All gas, no brakes.
Let's all gas, no brakes is the best way to describe it. Let's ask the question to the man who hates period pieces. How did you like it?
Honestly, I don't hate period pieces. I hate movies that don't depict how the movie is supposed to look in that time, in that era. Like for instance,
okay, how does it look? How does it look
to
you?
I think it was really well done, except for one thing. One thing, the shoes that Marty was wearing. It's the shoes that Marty was wearing. That man was rocking some fucking 2025 like fucking like Nikes or some shit.
This guy, dude. Okay, so
no, here's the funny part.
This movie has.
What do you mean?
Do you think it's more of a sports movie? Is it a box? What do we think
it is? I think it's a jack of all trades. It's a lot of different things. There's so many different things, like from sports. It's fucking drama, comedy, fucking you name it. It's part within it, And I didn't expect it to be this fucking funny. Like it was really funny.
Dude, you know what one of my favorite lines are? Is like, "Would you want to get physical, like a gorilla?" He just he feels like that sounds like something I would say.
His clapbacks are honestly top tier of like some of the things that he would say to get himself out of situations.
He's like you. I don't know. Are we supposed to root? I know we're supposed to root for him because he wants to be champion of ping pong, right? We know this, but it's just like it took me a minute to really want to get on his side because he's just.
It's really hard to like. It's really hard and really easy to like this character. And not like the character at the same time. It's one of those things where you're not. It's the same thing. You can say the same thing for Adam Sandler's character in Uncut Gems. It's really hard to like this guy, but at the same time, it's like he has a lot of layers to him and a lot of different things. But at the same time, this guy is a complete and utter douchebag. He makes
he's
it
so con artist to the extreme. How do you get a con a man out of his dog basically, and then out of his vet money, and then go basically gamble it just to lose, just to have to run away because they found out they were being hustled.
Yeah, so this movie right now is sitting at a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes and 8.2 out of 10 on IMDb. It's 89% on Metacritic. Right now, actually, as we speak, Timothy Chalamet just won a Golden Globe for this movie.
For this portrayal?
Yeah, for this portrayal of Marty. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, Marty Mauser, what a guy. Jewish American all-star, basically. I think the Yeah, it's a the movie itself is like very how should I put it? It's like it's really an American tale. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like this is the American dream because especially since we're going from post World War II to
Hmm.
find your identity, and there was a lot of like people getting like that, even with what's his name, Enzo,
Yeah.
trying to find his identity with Japan. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to balance everything out.
Actually, I read that Enzo is actually a real professional ping pong player.
Oh, like legit, the actor who played him.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense because the Safdie brothers like to get their side characters or the non protagonists to be in that like field that they're in because you get a lot of the extras from I think Good Times and Uncut Gems. They are who they are
Real.
playing. Like they do this for a living. You know what I mean? So it
Like
feels very
specifically, like
authentic.
someone in particular, specifically you're referring to Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful,
Yeah, yeah,
basically playing
Mr.
himself.
Wonderful, dude. You know what I want?
Playing,
Is like he just be like, you know what? You slept with my wife, so I'm not in.
I was honestly expecting him to get caught so many goddamn times, and it never
Dude,
happened.
it just doesn't happen. He's slick like that, man. He's just
And it's just like
Marty.
at some point that you kind of have to feel bad for Marty at some point, given the fact that like this guy, all he wanted to do was just become a champion in ping pong, and
Mhm.
then every decision he made, everything he tried to do for the better of his own good, just kept getting worse and worse,
And
and
worse.
somehow found a way to get himself out of a position, and it finds himself again in another position because of his actions that he caused. It's all
Oh,
ramifications of something.
like the scene where he goes down on Gwyneth Paltrow after he got the necklace just to have to use it as a bribe.
Yep.
What a
So like,
guy.
I don't know, man. I just think it's like I was pleasantly surprised also by Tyler the Creator in this movie. I thought he was actually pretty good.
I didn't even realize he was in it like until I saw the movie. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's fun. That's that. It was very very comical to see. Like their energy, everyone's energy in this movie was just like amazing. You know,
Mhm.
like or the scene where he's in the semifinals playing his friend, and they're just fucking doing trick shots, just like fucking around. Like that's something I would do to be quite honest. Like you're at this point, you know you're gonna win, just fuck around and find out. Like let's just play the game.
Yeah, for sure. What did you think of that opening scene?
Yes, it was interesting.
Different,
Like I said,
different.
yeah, it's definitely different. Like so you know me, like when I'm in the movies, I'm like this. I'm like, and then there was very few times I'm like, I don't like, and I just look down. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
well,
I, I wanted to ask you about that.
that's one way. Of course you would, because you like to get my unexpected actions on everything, especially
Yeah,
because we haven't been able to go see a movie. We haven't seen a movie together in a while, so it is definitely like that
I think the
was
last movie we saw together was Shazam: Fury of the Gods.
it had to been.
Yeah.
No, it was because the one before that was Dragon Ball Super Hero.
Yes. Yes. I believe so.
Yeah, we
But
guys, if you haven't noticed, we haven't been doing this very long. You know, we took a year and a half hiatus.
yeah, no. So we're trying something different here. Check out we're on Zencaster right now, checking out this new podcast setup and see if we like it.
Yeah, I mean there's a lot of new things coming, but what could we say about Marty Supreme? I'm a big fan of sports movies. Like Remember the Titans, I think is one of my favorite sports movies. So like the ping pong scenes in particular, it felt like Forrest Gump. It felt like everything else was Marty Supreme, and then ping pong was like kind of sidelined a little bit. Yes, it's part of the main motivation of what he's doing, but
Hmm.
I feel like they could have put more into it. You know what I mean? Like I kind of wanted to see more of the ping pong aspect of it.
Yeah, I can see why you would think that too. But it was kind of advertised as a movie that's strictly about ping pong, but ping pong was the center point, but it wasn't the focal point. It was more about Marty
That's
himself.
exactly what I mean. Like it's a I would want to see more of the focal it be more of the focal point. You know what I mean? I didn't say like I don't like the movie because it's a good movie, but it just although I wish it was a little shorter. I don't think I have the attention span for 3 hour movies anymore.
Honestly, it didn't feel like 3 hours to me.
I mean, it to me, well, because I think I knew it was 3 hours when we were talking about it for me to go see it, and then it subconsciously became 3 hours to me.
Yeah, I actually didn't
Yes.
know how long the movie was until I realized. I was like, "Oh shit!" And I saw it, like, I think it was like 5 minutes before I went to go check it out, and I think it's. I was like, "How long is this movie anyway?" I was like, "Damn, 2 hours and 45 minutes or whatever," and I was like, "Holy shit!" And I was like, "Okay." And then as time went on, I didn't even feel like it because of the fact that it was literally all gas, no brakes the entire time, no room to breathe
Yeah,
at any point.
every point, like it's just like he's out there just doing what he wants to do, and the determination of Marty Mauser was probably the best part of it because he wanted to be on the Wheaties box to stare down Enzo. You know what I mean? Like it that was his main motivation to be champion. Like, and it's a difference between Uncut Gems, where Adam Sandler was still, they're both unreliable narrators, but they you can see that his was a lot more slowed down, where this one's like super fast paced.
To be quite honest, it's so funny if, like, we find out later on that like, Marty Mauser decided to change his name to the guy that plays in Uncut Gems and became a jeweler, because to be honest, they were both such good bullshitters at getting themselves out of shit, because it's exactly what happened also in Uncut Gems. I feel like, to me,
Oh
this was
yeah,
like
they're
a
pros.
prequel, like a prequel to Uncut Gems, of like the same kind of, you know like, except the one had to do with
It's the
ping
same.
pong.
Like Marty Mauser changed his name and he became a good jeweler.
Yeah, and he's like, they're both fucking, Jewish. And I feel like all of his characters are Jewish, except I'm not sure about the one from Good Time. I've never seen it.
Good Time I haven't seen. That's with Robert Pattinson, right?
Yeah, Robert
Yeah,
Pattinson.
I didn't see Robert Pattinson.
Stupid.
No, like it's different from us, like because we do a lot of like comic book movies and stuff. So this is definitely a movie that like I was very happy to see because of, again, I watch a lot of nerd stuff all the time, and it was definitely different to, and I like watching movies that aren't like typically what I would normally watch every once in a while. Like I put on this, and what else did we watch that was also like not something we would normally watch? Oh, Nora
Oh yeah.
and, and Blink Twice. Those two movies in particular, we don't normally cover movies like that on our podcast. So this is a very good like break between all the and I just feel like all the superhero Star Wars and all the nerd, like I'm getting all the nerd movies, like I'm getting fatigue of it. So to see a movie that's definitely out of my own comfort zone of watching was definitely like something, a breath of fresh air to go to the
Yeah,
movies
because
and see
didn't
it.
you say? Okay, I got it. No, I don't think it was. I don't think it was Uncut Gems. I think it was where you said, like, you felt like Uncut Gems was so anxiety inducing that you had a hard time watching it.
So yeah, that's because like that and the way back, those two movies when we covered them, and even the Joker, like I have a lot of anxiety induced, and like I have like a lot of personal demons, and like so when I watch these movies, it's like it's very
Yeah, trigger
triggering.
point.
This one I didn't feel as triggered. This one wasn't a trigger point, even though it's like very similar to Uncut Gems. I didn't feel that like anxiety induced, like feel like, hold on, I need to pause this and I need to take a break. You know what I mean?
Maybe it's because you watched it at the theater compared to watching it at home.
Maybe that could have something to do with it, because like a lot of those movies when we watch them at home, like you see me, like I'm like fidgeting, I'm like sweating a little bit. So it
Yeah,
was, I think the maybe I was sweating a little bit, but the AC in the theater was like cooling me down, so I didn't feel it. But
yeah.
I didn't feel triggered on this movie like I feel like on other movies that we've watched.
Yeah, no, I can see where it'd be a trigger point for that. That's why I was like wondering about that too, about how you would feel about the trigger points of all that stuff. Because I know you had issues with other movies before that were very anxiety inducing, and I was like wondering whether or not, because you didn't even tell me whether or not you liked the movie. So I was like, this guy walk out?
Yeah, especially because like I've been so distracted with work too. So I was like, oh, he probably watched it and probably halfway through and he left because he was triggered.
Yeah, so I was like wondering about that because I didn't hear from you for a few days. I asked you if you're gonna go watch it, and you said yeah, and then I didn't hear from you for like
Yeah, I
till
was
like,
already on my way to the movies to go watch it.
yeah, so I wasn't sure, and I
Dude,
was like,
you know what? I really want one of these Marty Supreme like jackets.
oh, they're everywhere. Every celebrity is rocking them shits, dude. I honestly look, you want one. They're kind of like
Dude, they are kind of. I That's a jacket I would never wear really, but only like one or two times. But it is like a pretty cool jacket. And all the advertisement Timothy Chalamet has done for this movie is like crazy. Because I'm not I'm gonna be honest. I've heard of the movie. I've seen a couple trailers like on TikTok and Instagram and stuff, but I've never like really wanted to go watch it.
mm-hmm.
Right? until you brought it up, and then I'm like, all right, cool. And then I start, obviously when we're getting ready to do these things, I'm doing a lot of research on gathering other people's, see how other people felt about the movie, see if I had a similar like perspective of it. And then I'm watching interviews with Timothy Chalamet. I'm like, dude, he really did go like balls to the walls, like to
I I think
hype
he
this
just took
movie
it
up.
all on with it because the marketing he did for this movie is honestly crazy, and what he was able to accomplish in such a short
Yeah,
amount of time. And given that it was probably the most successful A24 movie they've ever made, uh, as far as box
has
office
it been?
numbers. Yeah, it's become the most
Has it?
successful. Yeah,
What's the box office numbers on these? Hold on, I have Google right here.
actually, I have it up right now. Let me see.
Do you really?
Yeah, I have it up right here. My job, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is Isaac's job. I forget that this is what he does.
Right now we're looking at
I get all
domestic.
the fight checks.
Yeah, the domestic opening for this movie is about 28.3 million, reaching over 79 million worldwide as of January 2026. This is A24's top earner and nearly profitable against a $70 million budget.
What's the second most profitable movie?
Let's see. A24 most popular box office successes. Okay. Actually, Everything Everywhere All at Once, which I'm not surprised. That movie was phenomenal.
Yeah, that one also is like their big heavy hitter. I'm surprised. Like I'm really impressed with A24's films because it was a movie studio that started in like what 2016.
Well, actually,
I
I
think the
think this
first
is their highest.
A24 film I've ever seen was Spring Breakers.
Mine was Everything Everywhere All at Once.
That was your first A. No, we've watched other A24 films together.
Not that I could remember. Not maybe I did, but I didn't know they were A24.
No, because I think I make a point of mentioning A24 every time we do a review. I know we've done other movies.
Maybe I'm not entirely sure, but I know that. Well, actually, technically, the biggest box office success was Everything Everywhere All at Once. They made over $100 million. But I think because this
Right.
is our first successful rated R film, Everything Everywhere All at Once wasn't rated R.
Mm, yeah, okay, so that makes sense because
It
this
was
one's
rated R for
yeah,
sure.
100%, dude. How is this man gonna you're gonna smash you're gonna blow someone's hand off and it not be rated R?
Oh fuck! I know there were some intense ass scenes.
There's that. There's the one in the park. The fact that this girl fucking runs into a house to get Marty out of trouble.
I know. Can we talk about like how his childhood friend and lover is like a ride or
Dude,
die? Is a straight up ride or
that
die.
is the true definition of ride or die. And I seen a video not too long ago, and there's a theory that that's not Marty's kid. That he's
Oh,
crying because
yeah, I saw that he's crying because he realizes that it's not his kid. Yeah, I mean that's what's going
he's
on.
like that's the one. He's crying because it's not
Okay,
his kid.
a lot of people were complaining about the fact that they felt like Marty's journey towards the end of the movie was so unearned
Unearned. Mm.
because of the
I
fact
wouldn't
that,
say that.
especially at the end of the movie, because like he what there was no point at any moment where he felt like he needed to come back to her because he left, and then once he beat Enzo or whatever, right? He even though it didn't count really, it was more for flexing. Um,
Yeah,
and and like okay, wondering how the fuck he was gonna get home. But then all of a sudden, he made the conscious decision to decide just to go check on her, realizing like, okay, what made the decision for you to realize, okay, I'm gonna step up. There was no point at any moment in the movie where you felt like he was ready to step up. He was denying that was his child the entire fucking movie. He literally was like, he cared for her, yes, and he loved her, but at any point, he used her just as much as anybody else.
I think she was the most used.
Yes, and for everything, whether emotionally, physically, money, etc., etc. And even though that was his best friend, slash lover, whatever you name it, um,
Mhm.
his ride or die. And at any point, it didn't really feel like that whole thing of him deciding like, oh, I'm ready to be a father was earned.
Yeah, that I can see, but it's oh my god, the character of Marty is like overly complex because
Yes, and I can see it. Yeah,
he's so one track. He's one track minded. That was like the he was a true hustler mentality. Like that was his thing. Like he was trying to get to the ends by any means necessary. He no matter how who he had to step on to get there.
for sure.
Like that's champion level thinking right there. He was
Yeah,
like, I
it
gotta
could
get here.
be
How
left
am I
to
gonna get here?
interpretation. I can see where it could be left to interpretation in the sense of like him, coming back to the hospital because he didn't have to come back. Like realistically, he
No,
didn't have.
he didn't have to come back at all. But he decided he wanted to come back. So that was just like his like I'm coming back.
Maybe a lot of it had to do with the fact that given the fact that she was shot and all this other stuff, he couldn't do anything about it,
Hmm.
but he still left anyway. But at the same
Hmm.
time, it's like, okay, where do you go from here? Like, um,
What's
maybe
next?
maybe he realized that this is it for him. You know,
Hmm.
we don't really know. It's more about left to interpretation of how you know they might think the audience is supposed to feel about this because this movie is very mixed, not critically, but more from the audience. A lot of people, were very critical of this movie. A lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people loved it. I guess it just depends on your own preferences and how you feel about certain things. A
Yeah.
lot of people don't like all gas no breaks movies like this. The Uncut Gems is a perfect example. Not everybody loved it, but everybody also loved it too. You know, um, so I guess in a way it really depends on your own personal preference.
100%. And then going back to Uncut Gems, like I think a lot of people didn't like it because they were so used to Adam Sandler doing like comedy movies. To see him like so out of his element was very different, you know. And I think Tim, the difference between Adam
But it's not
Sandler
really
doing
out of his element though. He's done drama pictures before.
I know he has, but he just majority of his filmography is comedy,
And I think
right?
that's why
But
I like Adam Sandler's doing other movie roles. Like, he's not.
I love when any actor like goes out of their element to go do something else. Like
Yeah, for sure.
Jim Carrey also did the one with he
Sunshine of the
has the
Spotless
weirdest
Mind.
yeah that one and then
Well,
that was also a really good
That's
movie.
just one of my favorite Jim Carrey movies.
Yeah, so it's very good to see, but I think the difference between him and Timothy Chalamet is like Timothy Chalamet has a very wide variety of filmography,
Already, that's
right?
like my age.
This man is played Willy Wonka, a serious character in Dune, and then Marty Supreme, so he's got a very wide like range of how he can act,
You know,
and it shows.
his arrogance and his arrogance in a way of like be humbly arrogant is the best way to put it. Because he literally has gone on record saying like, I want to be one of the greats, and I'm gonna do whatever I can to become one of the greats. But also staying humble,
Yeah.
and also recognizing, being very very you know accepting of the fact that he's very proud to be in the same category of some of these actors in these awards and all this other
Mhm.
stuff. Very grateful. So like, but it's so
Yeah,
funny, 'cause, like,
you can
especially I
see
don't
it
know.
in his interviews.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it also do is like him in channeling the Marty Supreme mindset of like in a sense of like wanting to be one of the greats. Not probably not to that level of degree that they took it, obviously, stepping all over
Right.
everybody and doing everything, and in a lot of ways, is like a lot of people representing the Marty Supreme's hustle mentality of doing what you got to do to survive.
This was pure hustle mentality. Like, how am I gonna get here? How am I gonna make this work? How do I gotta get from point A to point B? And who's in my way to get to where I want to be? Like that's this. This is a hustler story, 100%. You know what I mean? Like he went the distance to go do this, and then it just I think the character of Marty Mauser really just fit with Timothy Chalamet's like mentality of wanting to be one of the greats. Like this is why it works so well.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think anybody could have played this role besides him.
And when you say that, it's there's few actors that you can say in certain movies that were meant for those roles. You know what I mean? Like Heath Ledger with the Joker. Like he felt like he was meant to play the Joker. For
Yeah,
for
now
example,
wasn't
now
always the
no,
case.
exactly. It wasn't always the case, but when you saw him in that movie, you were like, "Oh my goodness! This is him. He was meant to play the Joker."
Yes, I can see why people would feel that way. I can see why you would
Yeah,
think that too.
I see like because just listening to Timothy Chalamet's like interviews about Marty and how he was in this mindset, like he was it felt like it was meant for him, and his personality off screen is very similar to what he is on screen for this role in particular.
Yeah, to a certain degree. Yeah, to a certain degree.
Yeah, you know what? I did kind of wish, because I watched Wonka like 3 or 4 different times. I really wanted him to jump into sing and dance. I wanted a ping pong song. I wanted a ping pong song.
Did you enjoy Wonka?
I really enjoyed Wonka. I thought it was a great movie. I'm a big fan of musicals in general,
Yeah, that's right.
but
You're a big
it was,
musical head.
yeah, I am I'm a little bit of a musical nerd. But
Did
it
you like
just,
K-pop
again, I
Demon
was
Hunters?
craving. Did I like what?
Did you like K-pop Demon Hunters?
I didn't watch K-pop Demon Hunters.
Wow, you're missing out.
Dude, I just, every child loves J
Not
K-pop
every, it's
Demon
not
Hunters.
just childs, bro. It's women and men.
Yeah, I know. I have That's the one I haven't seen. Like, I'm not a big fan of K-pop, so I'm like, oh, I don't think I'll like this.
No, it's not. It's in English.
No, I know it's in English, but I'm not a big fan of the K-pop genre, which is weird because I have a whole Pandora playlist of me listening to fucking anime tracks the whole on our rides to LA.
It's not that far. It's not that different. I mean, honestly, I wasn't expecting to like the movie either when it got put on my screen, on my TV screen. I ended up watching it and I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not like a big old fan like everybody else is, but like I thoroughly
Yeah,
enjoyed it for what it was. I thought it was very well done. I'm not big on musicals like that, you know.
yeah. No, I think like this is definitely gonna be like one of 2025's like best films,
It's honestly
right?
crazy how many awards this movie's stacking up already, given that it only came out literally like on December 25th.
So literally, so it's been 10 days, so 11 days since then. It's been
It's only been
17
2
days
weeks.
since the movie came
So
out.
it's been about
17,
yeah.
yeah, 17 days. Yeah, so it's been out a little over 2 weeks, and it's got so much hype around it. And I was wondering if it was even worth the hype, because you were telling me, and then once you told me to like start digging into it, I started, right, and then I'm like, oh wow, everybody's really hyping this movie up. Is it really worth the hype? And it is worth the hype. Like, I think it's a good movie. It's not like anything that, if you like you were saying, balls to the walls, no gas, all gas, no brakes, this is a perfect movie for you. Like, you'll love it. But if
Mm-hmm.
you're not a fan of something that's so high pace and moving, so many elements moving all at once,
This
like,
movie isn't for
you're
you.
not gonna like it.
Yeah, this movie isn't for you. And you know the criticism is justifiable. There is a lot of inconsistencies in a lot of different things, obviously, but at the same time, I mean, it makes up for the incredible acting from everybody that's in this movie. You know,
Yeah, everyone gave such a great performance on this movie. So it really speaks to like how this movie like is just so, you know I wouldn't say it's amazing, because I don't think it's like truly great, but it is a very good movie. You know what I mean?
Mhm. It's one of the better movies of 2025.
Yeah, because let's face it, 2025 wasn't the best for cinema in general.
I mean, there were some good ones. Don't get me wrong, but there wasn't like it can make the top 10 of 2025's best films that have come out this year.
Yeah. Speaking of top 10s of 2025, what do you think also is up on that list?
I guess that's a good point. Let me see. Let me look up a lot of the movies that came out because honestly, I saw so many movies in 2025.
I did not. That's why I'm asking you, because I really like. I was 2025. I just moved back to the Bay Area, so I was just so focused on work.
Let's
Because I started seeing everything like when it came out to streaming. The only really big ones that I was like super excited for, like I told you, was Godzilla -1, and then you have the re-release of Shin Godzilla, and those were the two big things that I watched in 2025.
honestly, the Sinners would have to be up there.
Sinners, that's right. Sinners was great. That was a movie. Although I didn't expect it to be a vampire movie.
Really?
No, I didn't. Like, I didn't watch a lot of the promotion for it, to be fair.
Weapons would probably have to
I
be
was
there.
generally what?
Weapons would obviously have to be there for me. Weapons.
Weapons is on my to-do list to watch. I have it like on my HBO Max to watch next.
Mm-hmm.
well, not Insidious. What is it? The is it Insidious?
You mean
The one with the
Conjuring?
Warrens?
Conjuring?
Uh, The Conjuring, yeah, The Conjuring. I think might be up there. That was really hyped up.
Well, I'm talking about more from me, my own personal preferences.
Mm. I just meant in general because I know there was a lot of movies that just like that came
Oh, I
out that
mean,
didn't
yeah, I
make
can
sense
see
to me.
that. I know for a fact that like Housemaid is up there right now, but that just came out in
Oh,
20.
Housemaid. That's the one I want to watch too. The Housemaid. That
Um,
one looks good.
a lot of action movies this year too, like Predator, Badlands, Ballerina.
Oh, so you can now buy and rent Predator Badlands on Amazon Prime, which I might just do.
Superman came out this year, last year. Also,
Superman came out. That one was also like I'm I didn't hate Superman. I watched it. It was one of those movies where like, okay, it's a nice take on the character. Is it for me? Probably not. Ooh.
you can't win with this guy. A movie that's strictly a comic book movie isn't good enough for him apparently.
I'm not a big DC fan.
We had Fantastic Four, we had Thunderbolts, Captain America.
Thunderbolts I seen in theaters and I thought it was amazing. That movie made me laugh so much.
Thunderbolts is a good step in the right direction.
Yeah. Fantastic Four I was supposed to go see, but my lady friend at the time had already seen it with her mom, so I didn't want to go. I didn't want to drag her to the movies again.
Mm.
Oh, you know what was a good one? I thought was really great. Fucking F1.
I have not
F1
seen it.
was a
I'd
great
like to
movie.
do is to watch. I heard it was very well done.
It is very well done. I watched it in the D box seats. I think like for movies like that, that's the only way you can watch them.
I could see that. And there was a lot of bad ones too that I saw.
No, what like what?
Like Until Dawn.
What else? Didn't you watch 28 years later?
Yes, I did. I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good.
And then you're gonna watch Bone Temple, aren't you?
Yeah. I watched.
Oh, fun fact! I just figured out that there's a drive-in movie theater in Concord that I can go watch movies in.
Nice. Did you
I
watch
just
The
read it.
Smashing Machine?
No, I did not.
I watched it too.
I didn't watch a lot of like the only movies I ended up watching were when I was with Candace. Like we would go because she really likes movies too, so we would go see. We seen Thunderbolts, we seen F1, and then we watched a lot of movies at home. I know I watched Sinners with Danny here because I it came out on HBO. I'm like, I need to see this movie.
There was a lot of horror movies this year, and I actually really enjoyed that.
I feel like 2025 was a big like horror movie year. I
Yeah.
feel like every other week there was like another announcement for another horror movie.
Oh yeah, One Battle After Another. Everyone's raving about that movie. I have yet to see it.
That's the one with Leonardo DiCaprio, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Then I know that's a movie that everybody's really been raving about.
Did you hear about Nicolas Cage doing a Jesus horror movie? Your audio cut out again.
Let's see.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, no, yeah. Nicolas Cage did a Jesus horror movie.
Nicolas Cage also did a Five Nights at Freddy like rip-off movie.
Yeah, isn't the whole movie him not talking?
Yeah, he doesn't say a single word. He drinks grape juice. That's the most audio you get from him.
I actually own it. I think.
Do you really?
Yeah, I think I do own it. I got it for like the $5 bin of steelbooks.
Oh my goodness! Of course you did.
The one I haven't seen yet that I've been meaning to watch is Wake Up Dead Man.
Wake up, dead man.
The A Knives Out mystery, the trilogy for the third one of the Knives Out movies.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's the other one. Like the Glass Onion was the second one, and that's the third.
Yeah, I've seen both of them, and they were both really good. I have yet to see Wake Up Dead Man.
Those are like the Clue like movies, right? Where it's like a mystery the whole time.
It's a mystery. It's a murder mystery.
It's a murder mystery. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've seen many murder mysteries in
Yeah,
general.
no, it's actually. I recommend you watching. They're actually pretty good.
No, because I know they're big on Netflix, so I that's the one subscription I still keep. Did you know Netflix is $30?
Yeah, without the ad breaks and the HD quality.
I think like I, of course, my cheap self would only pay for the cheaper one.
So then it wouldn't be $30 then.
I don't know. Like I have for there's I don't think I have any ads on Netflix. It's just
Then you're
30.
paying the more expensive one.
Oh no way! That's the first time I've ever paid more for anything.
Yeah, I know. I remember the Hulu incident with German.
Dude, you guys get so mad about the ads, like German especially.
Hey, no, I can't knack it, bro. I have ads on a lot of shit too. Like Peacock, bro. Come
Yeah,
on. Like Peacock is fucking
dude,
stupid expensive.
yeah. Like Peacock was free for a very long time.
Yeah, like it was only like even with a student discount, that shit's still fucking expensive.
It's like $13, I think.
No, it's if you want to do no ads and all that other shit without the break, like you're doing for like a year prep membership, that shit's like over $120.
No way. Like, oh, do you know what? I can't. I only like got Peacock so I can rewatch The Office and Ted. Like those are the only movies. Like the Ted show is the reason I got it.
I'm surprised since you're so big on having movies and shit around. I'm surprised you haven't just bought the box set of The Office.
So when I was living in LA, I was gonna buy the Office box set. I bought the box set of Friends instead.
Mm. Yeah, because I
Because
think I
let's face it,
saw on.
I'd rather watch Friends than I watch The Office.
Yeah, I know you're you're contributing to all the money that those people get for
I
residuals.
definitely am. I definitely am.
The residuals that they get. Like you know how much they're still one of the highest paid actors from residuals to this day.
Yeah. To this day, yeah, they get so much money from that.
Yeah, like they can literally just make a career, like their money just from Friends is fucking residuals because of how much replay value.
They they don't gotta work because
Yeah,
the
they
Friends
really
is
don't.
everywhere.
Yeah,
It's like they play it all the time, like on TBS, Nick and Night, everything. They just keep playing Friends.
and then everybody watching it on HBO Max and all that other stuff.
Yep.
Like every
Yeah,
time they
one
play
hundred
it,
percent. That and The Big Bang Theory are always playing in the background if I have nothing like when I'm cleaning.
I own both box sets.
Do you really?
Mhm.
That's wild. Well, Isaac, do we have anything else to say about this movie called Marty Supreme?
Well, first, what would you rate it? How many Dragon Balls would you rate it?
Oh, I'd say I give it a good 6 out of 7.
So, oh my god, you're cringy. God, yeah, you had to do it like them, like the 6, 7.
Oh, 6, 7. Don't even start. I had somebody say like, "Oh, your payment's only $700." Like 6, 7. I'm like 6, 7.
God. So you rated a 6-star Dragon Ball out of 7?
Six stars out of 7.
Okay, I probably agree with you. 6 stars out of 7.
I don't think it would. Again, it's not like my cup of tea because of how like fast paced it is. I did enjoy it, but it's not like something I would say it's a perfect 10 out of 10 movie. You know,
Mm-hmm.
there is room for improvement. Again, I think my attention span won't let me like watch movies for 3 hours anymore. But
Unless it's fucking Marvel.
even then, dude, Marvel's pushing it. Star Wars, I will watch a 3 hour movie for.
Oh yeah.
Star Wars, yes. Marvel, no.
Oh yeah. Actually, Star Wars or something I wanted to talk to you about. That I think is so fucking funny that I want to know if you ever seen it.
What?
We'll talk about that off camera though.
All right, all right, all right. Well, guys, that's all we have. Be sure to like and subscribe and let us know what kind of movies you want us to see us more. Also, Isaac's got a new haircut. Looks kind of nice. Kind of misses long furry hair, but it's okay. Um,
Yeah.
till next time, guys. Keeps. Oh, you know what? I forgot. The one thing we always forget to do is say what we're smoking in these bowls. Isaac don't smoke in a bowl because he doesn't want to pack it.
No,
But I got it.
I have to report that there was an incident that I have yet to tell you about, and
Oh, you dropped a coal.
no, not that.
You broke Ramona.
Ramona died.
Dramatic effect. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Repeat that one more time.
Ramona died.
Monday to Friday.
I'm gonna tell you this. It wasn't my fault.
Named it.
It wasn't my fault. I was pissed.
Who broke it?
My Voldemort. It's
Can't
been
believe
it's been a while. Yeah, trust me, I was pissed. It was an
you're not
accident.
getting.
It was an
No,
accident.
it's okay. Like if as long as it was an accident, it wasn't done out of hate. Like I can't get mad.
No, it was an accident. I was just like, ah, bro, like I was like, fuck. I was mad for a bit, but I was just like, whatever at this point, you know.
It happens. Like there's accidents.
It
You're not
wasn't,
getting another
and
hook out of me.
here's the fucking part that made me mad the most. It wasn't even her. It wasn't entire. It was an accident, yes, but the distance of where it fell and how it broke, it was such a small amount. It was such a small distance of falling. Like it was so short and it just broke.
Well, it's glass. What do you expect?
No, like it literally was on the floor and it tilted over and it just broke.
That's crazy.
Like it was a
R.I.P.
bump.
Ramona
It was
Flowers.
literally a bump. It was like boop, and it just shattered.
You're a monster.
Yeah, she's somewhere in the piles of trash in the world.
You know, I gotta watch Scott Pilgrim now
Yeah, my
in
Ramona
honor of
Flowers is
Ramona
gone.
Flowers.
I was very devastated. Don't get me wrong. It was the end of an era.
End of an era, dude. I had to offload some of most of those things. That was the only one I gave as a gift.
I know. That's probably where I was most mad about. It was a gift. It was a gift.
Anyways, guys, we're gonna log off here. Stay tuned. We're gonna try to do this a lot more often. You know, Isaac's finally set aside time for his schedule to indulge me in my ridiculousness for movies and smoking.
Yep, we're back, and I think we're gonna talk about a lot of different stuff this year. It's gonna be a good year.
Yeah. And I have a good. We say this every year, but this year I think is the year that it's really gonna go further because now I'm putting a lot more effort into social media and stuff like this. So this has become like my number one hobby slash extra project of peace.
Yep. Let's do it.
All right, guys. Until next time,
Wait for it.
keep smoking.
All right, bye everybody.